Some fights take 12 rounds. Others don't even make it past the first minute. When everything clicks, timing, power, and precision, a knockout can come out of nowhere. In this 30-minute dive, you can see the first-round finishes that left fans speechless and opponents on the canvas before the fight even got going. Let's get into it. Adonis Stevenson versus Chad Dawson, June 8, 2013.
Fighting out of the red corner, wearing black with red, Chad Dawson.
Stevenson didn't even give Dawson a chance to settle in. Just over a minute into the first round, Stevenson stepped in with a vicious left hand that dropped Dawson flat.
Donc, beaucoup du côté de Dawson qui va tenter de répondre.
Dawson got up, but you could see in his eyes he wasn't all there.
Si tu viens de, tu sais, t'es champion du monde, c'est fait, là, tu l'as la ceinture.
The ref didn't hesitate. He waved it off, and just like that, Stevenson became the new WBC light heavyweight champ. What a way to take a title.
Tu l'as fait comme un petit jab, une petite feinte de jab, finalement tu l'as eu tout simplement.
James Kirkland versus Alan Conjurs, November 30th, 2007.
From Austin, Texas, introducing James Mandingo Kirkland. From the Bronx, New York, here is Alan Booby Conjurs.
One of the greatest hits. Conjurs dropped Kirkland early with a clean right hand.
It's fun to watch, and James Kirkland has a habit of doing that. Look at him. He looks like he's got to shake it off and survive. Now, Steve, you talked about him rocking him with a right hand.
Bombs away, Nick. It's Conjurs' only chance to win.
And here he goes. A right hand staggers Conjurs.
Yeah, Kirkland actually hit the canvas.
Kirkland walking in to a huge punch, and his momentum carried him into a concussive blow.
And we're going to learn a lot about James.
But instead of folding, Kirkland came back furious.
Adversity in his career, and he is having his world rocked. Conjurs vowed to do this.
A big left made Conjurs grab on, and the next one launched him halfway through the ropes.
He's got to get his wits about him.
Kirkland punching back instead of holding, and it's working.
Conjurs got, wow, how much energy can he have left? Oh, and he gets rocked. Just
He got up, but you could tell he was done.
Both fighters down in a tremendous first round.
Kirkland swarmed him, and a right hook finished it at 2:56 of the first.
Place to hide right now. Oh, he is, and he's coming back, butting to the body. And now they trade, and it's a real war again. Look at his legs. Kirkland. 10 seconds to go in this dynamic. Remember, well, it's waved off now.
Total mayhem.
Hurt, I seen his legs was gone, so I wanted to just take advantage of the opportunity that I had.
As we look at the end, James.
Mesa versus Jaime Garza, November 3rd, 1984.
The challenger, Mesa. World champion, Jaime Garza.
Garza came out fast and dropped Mesa with a clean left hook, looking like he'd finish it early.
We're ready to go with round number one.
Bides his time between his hometown of Mexicali in Mexico and Los Angeles. There's a solid left that sends Mesa down.
Mesa beat the count, stayed composed, and kept firing back.
To get up. So a startling flash knockdown by Garza with Mesa taking another left hand, and now he scores a left.
He's usually the guy that's susceptible early. He's been on the deck 4 times, always in a...
Then, near the end of the round, he caught Garza with a brutal left hook that landed flush.
Whether he was really stunned or whether he was totally in control, and apparently he was in control as he's come back strongly. Battle.
Tim, it's quite a statement to say that the guy is the hardest puncher in boxing today, pound for pound.
Landed by Mesa, caught Garza backing out. And there's a good solid left jab by Mesa.
His hands down.
There's another left hook that sends Mesa down. Do they count that or not? Evidently not. No,
Mesa to the punch. Mesa is a wide puncher. Oh, big left hand.
Garza went down hard and never got up in time. One moment he was in control, and the next, it was all over.
There was Garza reaching in, Tim, and he's wide open, and Mesa throws the short left hook, and down he goes.
Rocky Lockidge versus Roger Mayweather, February 26, 1984.
Please welcome Rocky Lockidge. Here's the junior lightweight champion of the world, Roger Mayweather.
From the opening bell, both fighters looked ready for fight, trading heavy shots early.
3 knockdown rule in effect. The bell does not save the fighter except stepping up in weight, coming off the victory over Cornelius Bosa Edwards, fighting the champion.
Once he got dropped by Bosa Edwards, he's susceptible to his first round.
Back in August of '81 in round.
But just 91 seconds in, Lockidge uncorked a perfectly timed right hand that crushed Mayweather's jaw and dropped him hard. It was sudden.
Knockout punches. Both are power. Both love to put the pressure on each other.
Mayweather tried to get up, but his legs had other plans.
Opening round!
He's not getting up! He's not getting up! We've got a new champion!
Just like that, Lockidge became the WBA junior lightweight champion and handed Mayweather his first loss in brutal fashion.
Maybe for the title, and here it comes. A right hand right on the button. Can't get better.
Roger Mayweather suffering his first defeat.
Lennox Lewis versus Andrew Galada, October 4th, 1997.
Galada.
All right, Marion, you sort of stand out. Who's your pick?
Galada.
Lewis started fast, using his jab to back Galada up early.
And we're set to go. The anticipation is over. Here we go. Lewis comes right at Galada. Lewis with the jab. He's got a good one.
Lewis feet wide, Galada.
Less than a minute in, he landed a hard right that rocked Galada and forced him into the corner.
Good boxer. Pops the jab and a right hand in. Nicely done by Lennox Lewis to start. Lewis with a big right hand. Galada in some early trouble here.
Lewis followed with a quick combo that sent him down.
Taken by Lewis. Galada's in deep. Galada's down.
Galada got up, but he was clearly hurt.
Lennox Lewis. This could be over. This very well could be over.
Let it continue. He's going to let it continue.
Seconds later, Lewis unloaded again, dropping him for good.
Get through here. Big right by Lewis. Galada is in deep trouble. This is almost over. Galada cannot think.
95 seconds, can you believe it?
Down again.
That was a statement for real.
And Lewis takes his time pouring. Big shots here. Galada just given a seat on the canvas.
Powell versus Cornelius Bundrage, May 6th, 2005.
Please welcome from the Motor City, Cornelius Bundrage. Welcome the Iron Horse, Powell.
An unexpected beginning. Just moments into the first round, both Powell and Bundrage landed right hands at the same time, and both hit the canvas.
We should mention the guy in the electro. Oh, gee, almost, it wasn't a double knockdown. It was a knockdown as Bundrage went down, and Powell.
It was a rare double knockdown. Powell was up first, more composed, and wasted no time pressing the advantage. Seconds later, he landed a clean follow-up shot that ended the fight.
No knockdown.
Massive left hand by Powell and Bundrage.
In the very first round, and all in under a minute.
Down. Powell went down clearly. The referee did not rule the knockdown. I don't know. It's all elementary because Bundrage never recovered from that first knockdown.
Mike Tyson versus Clifford Etienne, February 22nd, 2003.
Please welcome the Black Rhino, introducing Etienne, the one and only Iron Mike Tyson.
There were questions about Tyson going in, but he answered them fast.
Will he kill Etienne's momentum early and back him up? Which Tyson will show up tonight?
Just 49 seconds into the fight, a clinch caused both men to tumble, but once they got up, Tyson went hunting.
Tyson's going for everything right here. And now they both go into the ropes.
Etienne threw a few shots, but Tyson slipped a jab and fired back with a crushing right hand. Damn.
Tyson looking to end this on one punch, Steve.
Break, no punch on break.
He's in danger. Oh, there it is, right hand to the head, and Etienne stopped.
Etienne hit the canvas hard and never even tried to beat the count.
No way, he's getting up. It's over, and he's helped up by Tyson.
Just like that, Tyson sealed his 50th and final win in under a minute. Jimmy Thunder versus Crawford Grimsley, March 18th, 1997.
Sunrise, Florida, Crawford, Terminator, Grimsley. He is the man from down under, James Thunder.
It didn't even feel real. As soon as the bell rang, Thunder stepped in and landed a looping right hand to Grimsley's head. Grimsley dropped instantly 13 seconds in, and it was over.
By knockout. And now, cracks Grimsley with the first punch, and that looks like it is it.
One punch, one of the fastest knockouts ever.
You land the first punch in a fight, don't go out there and mess around. Correct. Dragging the jab back. Look how relaxed.
Thunder didn't just win, he ended it before it even started. You train for weeks, sometimes months, and then it's done in the blink of an eye. Wild stuff. Piper versus John Ellis, November 12th, 1990. Piper stepped in with zero hesitation, encountering a slow jab with a perfectly timed right hand. It landed flush, and Ellis hit the canvas before he even realized what went wrong.
Well, we followed Welshman Nicky Piper regularly on seconds out, and that is going to be the quickest win for him.
The crowd barely had time to react, just 12 seconds in.
Left jab, and that was the end of it. He's okay, thank God.
Piper turned away calm as ever, like he knew it was coming.
Button, he was cold, and that was it. Look, there's it going now. Straight over the left jab. His left jab fell short, hit him with the right.
Clean, fast, and clinical, one of the sharpest first-round finishes you'll ever see.
It's going to be the quickest win for him. No doubt, in fact, the quickest win you could hope to see. One punch, and it's all over.
Ellis came in confident, but one shot changed everything. Ryan Garcia versus Miguel Kerizosa, September 15th, 2017.
Presentando el hijo de Nogales, México, Miguel Kerizosa. And fighting out of the red corner, he wears black trunks with the flag of Mexico on front. King Ryan Garcia!
The first clean right hand landed with perfect timing, sending Kerizosa straight to the canvas.
You get quality work from veterans and even world champions in the gyms that they train in. And you know what? It's going to, and I see both guys now having their moments.
Oh! How quick was that?
It looked fast, but it didn't look rushed.
7, 8, are you okay? What's my name?
Kerizosa managed to beat the count, but his balance was gone, and Garcia knew it. He walked in, placed a short left hand with pinpoint precision, and Kerizosa went down again.
What's my name? Referee says Kerizosa, and just 2 punches, and Ryan Garcia.
That second knockdown sealed it. No chaos, no wild swings, just 2 clean shots and total control.
But walk us through.
Right uppercut. No, right off the right jab, it was a right hook.
Nigel Benn versus Ian Chantler, November 24th, 1986.
Change of surroundings for seconds out this week. We're in the old Fenland capital of Wisbech in Cambridgeshire. His name is Nigel Benn. He's from West Ham, and he should feel at home here in the Fens because...
Before most fans could settle in, Ben had already ended it. Facing Ian Chantler in Wisbech, Ben came in locked and loaded. Chantler tried to step forward, but walked straight into a perfect right hand. 16 seconds, 1 punch. Out cold. Damn.
For the crowd here in Wisbech to see, for my money, the most exciting prospect in British boxing at the moment. Nigel Benn in the golden trunks, and that is one Ian Chantler is down. He's very close to us, and he will not get up from that.
The crowd barely had time to react. It was quick, clean, and honestly, there wasn't much more to say. Just that Ben was on a different level that night.
Okay, it was early on in the fight, but if he hit anybody with that punch, they would have probably gone on the floor.
14. Bernard Hopkins versus Steve Frank, January 27, 1996.
Rated middleweight contender known as Steve Lionheart Frank. Tonight he is making the first defense of his title. Please welcome Bernard, the Executioner Hopkins.
Hopkins came out like he had somewhere to be. Frank, stepping in last minute, looked frozen before Hopkins even threw.
Now Frank's idea is stay away, jab, don't give too much ground.
Then bang.
To fight him later in the fight. Good right hand right out of the box. Down goes Frank. Right there. First punch of the night.
A sharp right hand followed by 2 left hooks, and a final uppercut put Frank on the deck just seconds in.
He might come out and take a shot early because conditioning will be a factor later. Here, he doesn't take a shot, he looks.
You barely had time to sit down, 24 seconds, and it was already over.
Now real slow and just looking, dropped the hand and walked right into a nice right hand, crisp, sharp right hand by the champion Hopkins, and that was it.
Jermaine Taylor versus Alex Rios, January 9th, 2004.
What should we be looking for from Jermaine Taylor? Fans out there are going to see faster hands by Taylor. Taylor's quick, stands straight up at a distance and uses that stick, the long jab, and finally, a knockout.
Ellis on what to expect from the southpaw Alex Rios.
Look for him to eat some uppercuts. He's very susceptible to this punch. Legs a little too wide. He's got a habit of spreading his feet way out. And finally, watch for him to try to get close.
Taylor didn't get a workout, he got a wipeout.
Current middleweight champion of the world, Bernard Hopkins. Do you think it adds almost too much pressure for a prospect, of course, of a future Hall of Famer like Bernard Hopkins?
I don't think he should be.
Less than a minute into the first round, Taylor cracked Rios with a short left to the body.
People are not going to rush him. I think that would be a rush right now. I think he's not going to get the test. There's a lot of seasoning, a lot of smarts in front of him. I think Taylor is going to have to be tested a little bit.
Then followed it with an overhand right that sent Rios collapsing backward into the corner.
In that kind of fight, people will feel funny, and there's no test tonight, like I said. No test tonight. He's going to have...
Rios was out cold for several seconds.
It is over. Setting up with a jab, and then bang.
54 seconds in, it was over. Taylor barely even broke a sweat. One clean shot, and the whole fight vanished. Interesting. Johnny Gonzalez versus Abner Maris, August 24th, 2013.
It's showtime!
Nobody expected it to end so fast. Maris came out aggressive, looking to control the fight.
Bearstein, as his head trainer, this was a few years ago.
You're about a guy who gets up into his age bracket. Does he have one?
He's had a lot of fights.
A lot of fights and a lot of war.
On the other hand, Gonzalez stayed calm and landed a perfect left hook that sent Mares crashing to the canvas.
And there you can see him trying to test on Gonzalez, that slapping right hand. Now Mares rushes him. Legs look good for 31. Oh my God! Down goes Mares, and Mares is badly hurt.
Man! Mares got up, clearly hurt, and Gonzalez didn't hesitate.
You want to continue? Walk to me. Mares in real trouble here.
He poured on the pressure, and the ref stepped in at 2:55 of the first.
Gonzalez coming in.
This would be a tremendous Mares out of here.
Gonzalez putting it all out there right now.
Oh my goodness, unbelievable.
Just like that, Gonzalez proved he still had that fight-ending power.
A first round.
Two-fisted assault from Johnny Gonzalez, but it's the left that's doing the damage.
Gabriel Brero versus Danny O'Connor, October 10th, 2015.
Please welcome Gabriel Tito Bracero. Across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, presenting Danny Boy O'Connor.
Right from the start, Bracero looked locked in, and then, boom. Just 41 seconds in, he drilled Connor with a perfect right hand that ended the fight on the spot.
Dominant in the first fight, he will be in this 4.5 years later, and round one is underway, scheduled for 10.
Dominated the first fight, really, won 7 of 8 rounds, admitted O'Connor. And here they are bringing in Bracero into a lot of confidence on Team O'Connor right now. They feel like he's a different fighter, and they feel like the result of this fight is going to be much different than the first.
Well, that's what O'Connor, different fighters. And going down, Bracero has put down
O'Connor went down hard and stayed there, needing a few minutes before getting up.
Over a nice slow punch by O'Connor. First round, a lot of times the guys will come out, they're not quite as sharp as they would be later in the fight, but
it was a shocking finish, especially coming from Brero, who isn't known for knockout power.
See a right hand on the body by Brero, and O'Connor just shooting out a lazy left hand. Brero timed him perfectly.
But that night, he didn't need volume, just one perfect shot.
In that first round, he got caught with a nice shot, but you know, early in the fight like that, anything can happen.
Anthony Joshua versus Emmanuel Leo, October 5th, 2013.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present Anthony Joshua Emanuele Leo.
From the first exchange, it was clear that Joshua had a different level of power.
And Mike Middleton, and if you want to know who they are, Al Malcolm was the debutant of those two gentlemen, lasted very light inside a round. Malcolm 19 seconds into round 2, so...
He kept Leo at range with stiff jabs and then stepped in with a quick burst of punches that dropped the Italian hard.
Giving a switch downstairs. Oh, and he's got him. Big solid right hand there. Has shaken him. So different. There's another one of those long right hands, and Emanuele Leo is feeling jelly, and he's ready to go. There's another big shot. Another couple more. He's still standing, but for how much longer than that? Again, still standing. Now an uppercut just jams him up.
Holding.
What is keeping Leo up? He is getting tattooed here, and he has to go, and it's up.
The ref didn't bother counting. He just waved it off.
He's
Less than a full round, and Joshua had already made his presence felt.
Higher class eventually, but this has been a special night for him, and I'm sure he'll be executed at the job.
You could tell right then, this guy was going to be a big problem. Naoya Inway versus Juan Carlos Payano, October 7th, 2018.
He comes in wearing the red and white trunks. The monster! Inway! Wearing the black trunks of baby Pacquiao Payano!
Inway started off calm, reading Payano's movements and slowly closing the gap.
So here we go then. The WBA regular bantamweight is the man wearing the red and white trunks with the black waistband.
After a couple of rangefinders, he stepped in with a short left to set the angle and then uncorked a right hook that landed flush on the chin.
Soul reversal. Losing against Left right combination, and Payano has stretched on the canvas.
Payano hit the canvas instantly, completely stunned.
He's down. The referee is holding the cover.
And the fight was over in just 70 seconds.
Stages was all she wrote, and Payano's eyes were in orbit.
It wasn't rushed or reckless.
Spinning like the reels on a fruit machine when that right hand landed. There's the jab, there's the right hand.
Inway timed it perfectly and made it look effortless. First round chaos hits different. Some of these knockouts were over before we even had time to blink. Which one caught you off guard the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious to see which finish you think was the best. And hey, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next round of wild knockouts coming your way.